Everybody's asking, Max, what are you doing this summer? Max, what are you up to this summer? Do you have an internship? When are you in California? When are you in New York City? Max, what are you doing in the woods? What am I doing in the woods? What happened is I ratted on an op, and now I'm in witness protection. Okay, let me show you the place. This is actually where they got me set up. I know it doesn't look like too much, but there's a bidet in there. The view is great. The neighbors are really quiet. That's Bill. I don't have to pay for anything thanks to witness protection. A place like that will run you $1,500 in Bushwick, so. There's a party going on next door. Isn't this a nice spot? This is actually a wild blueberry patch, and you're gonna have to take my word for it because I don't want to show you. I come here a lot, and I always think to myself, this is the perfect place to play Nintendogs on DS. I mean, it's so quiet, you're distraction-free. The blueberries make a great gaming snack. For a while, I wasn't sure who the target audience of this video was supposed to be. But I've been doing some thinking about it. I figured it out. Lesbians of New York City. This one's for you. Are the guns in frame? They're there. I wanted to talk a little bit about hobbies, without like jokes or funny editing. I just turned 21, so I'm at the point in my life where I'm supposed to think a lot about like what I want to do professionally, but there's also a lot of time for non-professional things. And I don't know, there's a lot of talk about like hobbies, and like people in our generation feel like they don't have any. One of my friends said something similar to me the other day, that he doesn't think he has hobbies other than watching TV. Part of the reason I'm out here in the woods is because I have a lot of hobbies that I wanted to focus on. And so I'm out here to make this and write and practice an instrument and, think about what I'm doing. I think having a hobby, especially that involves making something, is really important. When we spend so much time online, I think it's hard to feel like you can actually make a difference, and having a hobby you can see your interest directly translate into the real world. It's very self-motivating, and without that self-motivation or confidence, it's easy to give up or feel like you can't make a difference when you can. Sometimes it's hard because there's this expression of like running is their whole personality or climbing is their whole personality. It's a sort of reaction that we have to people who have different interests than our own. But there's something in that, which is that hobbies do give you a sense of identity. Yeah, it's going to make up a part of your personality, but it's also going to give you a sense of place. And it also gives you a sense of community. Without a hobby or without like an immediate community of people to interact with, what you're going to build your identity around is either work, which is boring, or what you're engaging with online, which is curated to be whatever's most controversial or aggravating, and that's no good either. If I was Casey Neistat, I'd talk about hobbies while I was moving. But four-wheelers are way louder than skateboards. This actually all used to be really dense forest. But now this looks cool too. I like all the greenery. The moral of the story here is don't have kids, or you'll have to bulldoze a forest to pay for their film degree. Those were the first words I said out loud today. But what if you don't like anything? Or you don't know what you like? Or you don't know if the things you like are what you like or what your friends like? It's kind of hard to pick what you're going to spend your time and money on. I don't have an answer. I think you kind of just got to pick stuff. I just try to do as many things as I can, and then the stuff I don't like, I just give it up. There's a chipmunk running right there. I'm going to see if I can get it with my phone. I couldn't. If nothing at all interests you, maybe get really high and then see what interests you. And then pick that and write it down. And when you're sober, do it for real. And do it for real. And if you don't like it, you'll probably figure out something that upsets you about it. And you can use that, what's upsetting you about it, to pick something else. I hate that I'm outside and sweaty. I'm going to do something that's inside. Sometimes it's hard because hobbies can get really expensive. But I think if you take the attitude that you're just trying something out and you don't have to get into the consumer culture of it all, just try as many things as you can. Why not, right? It is hard because some hobbies are based around spending a lot of money. I don't know, if you're into fashion, maybe I don't know what clothes cost. I'm in a t-shirt. But I do think there's something to be said about making a financial investment in your hobby. Even if it's something small. I think dedicating something, you're investing in yourself and you're saying, this is worth my time. This is worth a small portion of my paycheck. It's hard to fucking pay rent. But I think, dedicating your time and some of your money to a hobby, you're telling yourself that you are worth it. And I think we all need that. That's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a bunch of stuff that I think I have fun doing. I'm just throwing it all at the wall, seeing if any of it sticks. And you meet cool people along the way. And yeah, you just, hobbies are fun and we should all have them. And I hope this wasn't too cheesy. I'm going to go do some more jokes now, and paint a fence.